This is awesome. I'm about 5'4", so I've always had issues. Okay guys, I just got this in the mail. Package I've been waiting for a while. I hit up Kouba link for a lowering link for my Stark, and this here just came out. I've been waiting a few months for this. So I have a Kouba link on my YZ250F, and I really like that lowering link, so I figured I would hit up these guys again to see if they made one for my Stark. He didn't make one at the time, but he said he was going to get working on it, and here it is. It's finally here. These lowering links are always impressed with the quality. Okay, so right now our seat height about 37 inches. I'm not too concerned about the overall height as much as I am just how much it drops the bike. So we're going to measure right behind the foot peg there, and then we'll just measure to the bottom of the seat here. We're about 33 1/4, call it, right there to where the plastic meets the seat. So right there we're about 33 1/4. So I just want to see how much this actually drops the bike. I did get in here and I did adjust the shock whenever I first got the bike. I had it on the stand. I let the swing arm hang, and then I adjusted the collar, so pretty much the spring was just had a little bit of tension on it. It wasn't slopping around, but there was still tension on the spring, so that did drop it down a little bit. I'm also interested to see if this fixes the kickstand issue, where it's just like the kickstand's just not long enough. It has way too much angle. So here's what we're looking at under the bike. See, we got one bolt here, another bolt here. The factory link doesn't have a grease connection, a grease port, so that'll be a little upgrade. Looks like it should be tucked up high enough under the skid plate that shouldn't have to worry about it hitting anything. So I'm gonna pop these two bolts out and then probably compare the length on the lowering link here, and then see how much this actually drops it. 17 millimeter on the front, 17 millimeter on the back. So it looks like I do have to take the kickstand off and possibly the lower chain guide. So I popped the spring off. Now I'm taking these two bolts out, and then that should get this out of the way so that bottom bolt can come out. Okay, so I was able to take the one bolt out of the chain guide here, and then just kind of move it out of the way enough. You can see how tight that is on the chain there, but there is enough room to wiggle it out of the way once you get the kickstand off. So I was able to pull that out. I got the front out. Now this bolt here, that one there, has been giving me some issues. I can't really get it knocked out. Here's what I ended up having to use to get that last pin out. Just goes right in. Make sure you have the nut on there. And then that gives you just enough room to be able to hit it out with a ball peen hammer. Wasn't doing it with the rubber mallet. And this other bolt will clear the swing arm if you have it clocked right. So here's the original link versus the new link. Not much difference, not a ton. A bunch of guys were saying on the Facebook group to take this stuff apart and grease it. It's definitely dry. There's hardly any grease. You can't even feel any grease on there. You could see a little bit inside, but the pin itself is completely dry. So we'll get this one all greased up. It's got a grease fitting on it. A little upgrade there, but we'll get it greased up, put it back on. Now, this probably isn't necessary, but I'd rather grease this up and then hit it with the grease gun. That way I know it's got grease everywhere. And it'll make it slide into the seals a little bit easier. Okay, don't do what I just did and pump that too full of grease without having it on the bike. It just popped the seals out. Idiot. So I got everything back together. I was worried I was gonna have to take this brake pedal off because it's right in the way of that front bolt, but luckily that front one wasn't nearly as tight as the back one, so I was able just to wiggle that one out. The back one, like I said, That one did fight me. So this bolt here for the chain guard, I just ran a tap through there, M6x1, and then I ran a die. There was so much Loctite on here. I ran a die over this bolt just to clean the threads up. It almost felt like it was cross-threaded from the factory. It was really tight coming out. So I just cleaned up those threads, and then I'll put a little Loctite on there again, a little bit of blue. Well, now I know that was cross-threaded from the factory because this here was super loose and wobbly, and I thought the bolt backed out, but the bolt was super tight in there. It wasn't coming out. So little tip there, don't just jam it in, do it the right way. Okay, I just got this thing on the ground, and this is awesome. And like I was saying, completely fixed the kickstand issue. So I'm so pumped. Kickstand issues fixed. The bike sits lower. It's more comfortable. I saw some guys where they're moving the shocks up, the forks up a little bit, and the triple clamps. I might do that a little bit. It'll gain us a little. But overall, I couldn't be any happier. Definitely well worth the wait. So if you guys are short, I'm about 5'4", so I've always had issues. Okay, let's see what the official measurement is here. Before we were about 37 on the height of the seat, and now we're about 36.25. We're about 33 there. The numbers don't sound that great. Couldn't be any happier with the results. This thing's sitting a lot lower than it was before. They claim about an inch, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it definitely lowered the bike a considerable amount where I can actually touch both feet now. So that's going to wrap up this video. I'm definitely happy with the results. Go check out Kouba link. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. I paid for this out of my own pocket. I have one on that bike over there, and another perfect fit. Went together easy and gets the job done.